GreatTaz here once again, and it's Super Sunday. Time for the Tier 10 of the week. And today, the Tier 10 of the week is going to be the Czechoslovakian Tier 10 medium tank, the TVP T 5051. And today is bringing to you to Factor XX before and after. Alright, we're going to get into the game right away and get right into the fighting. It looks like Factor has found a Bat Chat to play with. And unfortunately, I think the Bat Chat quit. He's like, yeah, that's a TVP and I'm going to get my butt whooped. The Bat Chat's still not loaded. He's not fired a shot yet, which is kind of weird. He just gave up. And the Bat Chat should have been loaded at that point in time and should have been able to land 6 rounds right into the TVP. I think he just gave up, honestly. And he was like, what the hell? I'm already pretty much dead. I might as well quit while I'm ahead. Well, so far, it's 1-0 for Factor and his team. Factor made it to the middle, was suffering minor damage from a ram from the Bat Chat. And what's funny is only one thing's been spotted on the field side for his team. Oh, he spots a T-34. That T-34 is not going to get a happy ending. And that is for sure. He just got a triple shot, or a quadruple shot. Enema. Sucks when you peek your head out where it shouldn't really be and there's an autoloader in the middle of the field. Alright, now he's taking a look at the Progetto 65. That is a 4-round auto reloader. It does, and the T-54 is about to lose his face to it. Now, the Progetto is actually playing very smart here. He shot, backed up, waited till his round was completely loaded into the chamber again, and then shot again. He only shot 2 shots, I think, maybe 3. One into the T-54 Mod 1, but the T-54 Mod 1 has basically given up his whole life to the few tanks that are up there in the middle from the enemy team. Now Factor is pushing down to the south, and he's using the zoom out ability to see around the corner to see what he might be able to do. Now he didn't know that the 100 was spotted, but he's going to peek around and he's going to go put in a couple different shots. 1 shot into the Type and 3 shots into the E-75, but he's getting shot in the rear end twice by the Conway, and no one is even taking, it looks like, even taking shots at the Conway on his team. So right now, he's in a terrible situation. He is down to 1 shot. Matter of fact, he can be ram-killed by most tanks on this battlefield. There he's reloaded. He is going to take his revenge on the Conway for sure, and he gets the kill. Well, that Conway got what he deserved. Don't shoot a TVP in the rear end if you can't kill him. And the 54 Type Mod 1 is now dead. And then the team's 257 has decided, I'm going to push the round out into Stupidity Land and chase the T-69. Ooh, the E-75 made the same fatal mistake as the T-34. Went around in a location where there was an autoloader. Now, if he would have been watching the map, he would have known exactly that the TVP was still there, but he did not watch the mini-map, so he got his butt cleaned. We're up to 6,149 damage here. He's going to take a peek out and see if he can get a hit in on the Persian. He's still loading, still loading, still loading. Oh, and the Persian stops just in time to suck that round right up. He wasn't spotted. Thankfully, the Jagdpanzer is around the corner. He's going to peek. It gets him away from the middle, and the Jagdpanzer is looking. Oh, he's going to take that track shot and cake him out all in one. All right, up to 6,700 damage. 6,740, actually, to be specific. And we're moving around the corner some more. Now, Factor knows that he does not want to get spotted for the simple fact of not wanting to be out in the open while he's spotted, because he's going to take 1 shot. And like I said, basically every tank in this game can one-shot him, and including the Arty. And most of them can ram kill him, especially the Arty. Oh, look, T-69, he's going to take a shot on the move. Auto aim, take 2 shots on the move. Oh, we got that just in time because that T-69 was aiming in on him. Now he's down to 4 standard rounds. 4 APCR rounds, and then he's got to switch to all premiums. And that's where this tank will get expensive because the premium rounds on this tank are not cheap. All right, just looking up where the Peugeot is. Still wondering where that 212 is. He is spotted by something, unknown what. Couldn't be the Peugeot. It is the Arty. The Arty is looking at him. He's got to take these quick shots, taking out the Arty so he doesn't get killed. The Peugeot is looking at him. He takes a shot, takes his second shot. Unsure if the second shot would hit him. So we'll have to check that later on in the stats. All right, now he's sitting at 8,076 damage. All right, the only 2 left are the 130 and the Peugeot 65. He's reloading, unfortunately, a complete heat clip. Not knowing what he's going to run into. He's got to do what he's got to do. Sitting right now with 7 kills. He's going to play it safe because this has been rather epic in a battle. He's going to peek out here. He's hoping. He's watching his allies on the mini-map, seeing how they're moving and seeing that they're getting into position so where they could actually spot the Peugeot or the SU. And neither have been spotted yet. They are still pushing forward. He is using his allies as spotters. And at this point in time, that is probably the more beneficial for him, not so beneficial for his allies. There's 2. There's 3. Does he fire the 3rd one? Oh, he does. He fires the 4th one and misses. The Peugeot and the SU are both unspotted, but the 277 takes out the Peugeot, takes out the SU, shooting at its last known location. The Peugeot and the SU each took out an individual target. They probably marked them so they knew who was going to shoot what, so that they were ready to protect themselves from more. Ooh, he opens that shot up just as he spotted and gets a good amount of damage. A victory via both base cap and kills. Not quite sure exactly what came first, but we'll see here in a second. All that in 7 minutes. Victory by base capture. But it also counts as a victory by all tanks killed because both did happen. Now, he didn't get the last 2 kills, but that's fine. He still did get some damage off of him. And like you said, he fired right before the Peugeot was actually spotted. So that should be counted on his damage list, but we'll have to see. Because right now we see he's 9,710 damage. So he did a lot of damage. And the TVP is a really good tank to do medium missions that require you to do a lot of damage, just because it puts out so much damage and quickly. The bat shot's another one. Other ones are a little harder because you got to fire, back up, wait forever, wait for your 10, 15 seconds to reload, and then fire again. And you can't be out in the open in that time, as where these guys can actually fire their clip, run away, hide, come back and fire another clip, run away and hide. They are very, what you would call, cleanup tanks, or very quick stingers. They sting you a couple times and then they're gone. So let's go ahead and take a look on over at the nice, wonderful stats we have here today and see how he did. All right. He came out with an ace tanker. He got master gunner, duelist, I don't know why it came up, fire for effect, bruiser, high caliber, top gun, and tank sniper. Now, top gun came because he had 7 kills. High caliber came because he had 1,000 damage. Now, he did hit the Peugeot 65. That one blind shot I would have to take after he fired the first one around the building and then fired again. I would have to take that. That's the extra damage that he got, and it was from the Peugeot. All right, so let's go, and that's where his high caliber came from, was with the 10K damage. All right, as you can see, also right here, this battle was fought at a WN8 level of 17,989. That's what we call a epic game. And if you noticed it on his team and on the wings, he actually had his team probably had a lesser chance. So Factor actually really carried this battle. Now, he was first in experience and first in damage. I don't need to flip these around. No one got 1,300. The closest was the 277 at 1,000 experience. I mean, he did fire 35 shots, and he did land 33 of those 35, which 32 penetrated. So he only missed 2 shots. Really good thing, and that's the reason he got Tank Sniper, because he had 85% accuracy, and 80% of the hits did damage. So he only missed 2, only had 1 not do damage. So in turn, he did really good. 3.8 thousand was done from over 300 meters, so he was doing some sniping, and that was more towards the end, because I would have been too. He only had 435 assistance. That's probably a little bit from spotting and all. Now, this was done on a non-premium account, so his base experience is the exact experience he's going to end up getting, unfortunately for him. And he did earn 77.4 thousand, but then again, he did have to run to 2 clips of premium ammo at the end. My suggestion might be run 1 less clip worth of premium ammo in your tank, and you might not have to run into that issue just so much. 16 rounds is good, and you drop it by 4. It's 12 rounds. You still got 12 decent rounds, and it's really hard to tell. But he did have 21,000 in repairs. His tank was almost completely destroyed, and in consumables, he used a repair kit, a couple repair kits or something like that. So he did receive 8 bonds, and yeah, I think that's worth losing probably 11,000 credits. Easily, because the bonds can get him, if he gets 5,000, of course, he can get him a improved piece of equipment. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what he's working to. He's pretty sure he's getting there somewhere. And then, like I said, 1301 is going to be his end experience. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was another good battle. Yes, it was an epic battle. Yes, there is a lot of factors into it, but Factor did a really good job in this battle. He did what he should in his TVP, and especially when he got low ammo. I think the biggest thing is that won him really the game, and that would be running into the Batchat 25 AP and getting the kill. And I think this would have been a wholly different battle if Puget PL, would have actually fired on Factor. He didn't. He just gave up, and he let himself die. At that point, Factor was reloading. The Batchat could have easily put 3, if not 4 rounds in the Factor before dying, and he was reloaded. And that would have changed Factor's play in this whole battle, and the whole battle would have changed. This win was carried by Factor, but the enemy's loss was mostly brought on by the Batchat. I hate to say. That's my personal opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not and thinks it deserved it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. With that being said, if you got not a subscriber, go ahead and take a moment and subscribe, and then you can click the bell if you want almost instant notification of new uploads of mine. With that, also on top of that, if you got a replay, go ahead and join my Discord, and then upload it to either WoT Replays or WoT Records, and then send me the link, and I will get it up on for my Saturday submission Saturdays. The more submissions I get in a week, that will increase from just a one-day thing to more. But I need more submissions. And some weeks I've gotten 0, so I've had to resort to using some of my own videos. I do have a few saved up for certain emergencies, and then I do sometimes get a real epic battle myself, which I also try to share with you. Now again, remember, a lot of these players that you are seeing are really good players. They have really good stats. They also have really good crews, and they're using equipments and premium consumables on a lot of their tanks. So don't expect once you get into like the TVP 5051 to have a game like this. A lot of these people that have been playing this game for a long time, what they've done is roughly from tier 5 to tier 6, that's where they start keeping their crews and training it to new tank every time. So they're getting all that crew experience from tier 5 all the way up to their tier 10, and they're roughly usually having 2 to 3 skill crews once they hit tier 10 in that tier 10 tank, and they are using gold to make sure that when they retrain those crews, they're at a 100% crew in their new tank. And they usually start off with that 100% crew at tier 5. So just some little tips and tricks for those who have a little bit of gold floating around, maybe have a little bit of money and want to get some gold into the game. That's an easier way to get your crews up. Now, if you are a true free-to-play player or you're not putting any money into this, you can train your crews up to 75% by using 20,000, I believe it's 20,000 credits per crew member. Again, you have to get a lot of credits, and there are some good credit tanks out there. And there's quite a few other people out there that put them out, but I will say this, the M44 is by all tiers, is the highest credit earner tank. Of course, it's an artillery, and if you don't like artillery, then I would suggest going for something like going up the Swedish line to get to the UDES, or get into the KV-1 and fire HE. I hate HE mechanics in this game, but that will get you a lot of more credits that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am signing off. This is getting a little lengthy, and I just wanted to give you some good facts and interesting points. Hope you guys enjoyed it again. Hope you guys really enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon. This is GreatTaz signing off.